Hi everyone, welcome back to Gold Fries. This is the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. A beautiful looking smartphone, top of the line A series featuring the signature 3-camera layout in a metal flat frame design body and Corning Gorrila Glass Victus to make it tougher and more damage resistant, also giving it the overall weight of 213 grams. My unit here is navy blue in color and it is available in 3 other colors which are lilac, lemon and ice blue. The 6.6-inch screen has a resolution of 2340 by 1080 is of a Super AMOLED screen which is beautiful and extremely bright when set to maximum brightness, while operating at just at even 40 to 50% of the brightness range works very well for me most of the time. The screen has a max refresh rate of 120Hz and I tuned down the refresh rate to 60Hz because for one, I couldn't actually tell the difference when it comes to viewing it on the phone, which I usually just browse around. And secondly, it actually conserves the battery. And with that, along with the brightness, it really gives me a lot of additional operating time. Now, speaking of operating time, the A55 5G here comes with a 5000 milliamp hour battery. I could go out the whole day and use up pretty much like just 33% of the overall battery, and that is with some gaming, some music listening, doing work and scrolling around. I tried playing Genshin Impact for 10 minutes at maximum brightness, maximum volume and maximum graphics details, and after 10 minutes of game time it drained just about 4% of the battery. And I also tried 10 minutes of 4K video on YouTube playback and it drained just about 3%. Very good battery life of this A55 5G. Now let's talk about the camera. I didn't actually take many photos for just to show for this review because I was actually enjoying using the phone for the past weeks, but I still have photos anyway. So let's start with this one, which I show you the difference between 0.5, 1, which is a standard camera, 2, which is slightly zoom, and up to the 10x zoom. And here are the details of the camera that is on this smartphone. And let me show you another set of the zooming, and this time I forgot to set it back to 4:3, so it's on a 1:1 aspect ratio. And as you can see, just like the previous one, the details come out good, although it's not like the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra's AI, how it works to make the image sharper. I think this one is still really good. What I'm most impressed is the low light capability of the camera. Here are the images I took at the Tun Razak Exchange, which is TRX, the hotspot in Kuala Lumpur right now, and I am totally blown away by the output, the colors, the details. They are just very pleasing to look at. And of course, there is the selfie, which I find turns out great. And lastly, about the photos, let's not forget about the macro camera. What the macro camera does is that, like at 1x, this is the closest you can get. So you switch to macro mode, it might be at a lower megapixel, but you get to go really close to show the detail of what you wish to photograph. Next up, let's look at the video recording. Here's the one I did outdoors by the roadside where there's heavy traffic. Here am I at the walkway of the Taman Mutiara MRT station trying to do some vlogging. My eyes may switch around because the camera is always here and I tend to be looking at the screen to see my framing, and I am right next to the heavy traffic, so I'm going to find out the audio recording, which is my voice, and the surrounding, how good it is later, same as you guys on the screen. And now I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is the recording from the other side, which you can see I am right next to the traffic over here. And yeah, I'm pretty much done with this. So thanks for watching this segment of the video. And now this is the one that I do for my YouTube shorts. As you can hear and see, everything turns out really well. The ASRock Z690 Taiji motherboard over here is the best looking motherboard I've ever seen. It's not just a black look, but it has a moving cogwheel. And this one is my recording just before I dine. Overall, you see that it's a really good experience. You'll notice that there's optical image stabilization as well. Now let me show you another thing about the HDR, of which I go through an area which has different brightness And you know what? The output turns out very well, how it balances between the dark areas and the bright areas. So check it out right now.
Station berikutnya, Taman Liga. Next station, Taman Liga.
When it comes to gaming, I totally enjoyed the experience. I tried, of course, as mentioned earlier, I played Genshin Impact. After 10 minutes, I didn't feel like it's burning my hand here. It works really well for the cooling aspect. And then the audio. There's the audio at the speaker at the bottom, and there the sound output is also at the speaker here for the ear. Although this one is front facing, it sounds a bit softer. When you are holding it this way, it actually balances out very well. So I totally enjoy also not just the visuals for the gaming experience, but also the audio when it comes out from both sides like this. That's very nice, because if the audio is just from one side, it's a lopsided hearing experience. And speaking of audio, the quality, again, I enjoy. Of course, you don't expect it to be audiophile quality being it on a phone. However, it is loud, it is clear. I get to hear the details, and using on call, it sounds very well, very clear, crisp, loud, good for voice and everything else. So yeah, totally pleased with the audio output. And there are other things that I like about this phone. Now, one thing is that I like that I can tap to wake, tap to lock, and of course the fingerprint to unlock works really well. So overall, great experience. And don't forget that this is a Samsung device. So the A55 here comes with the Samsung Knox. The Knox is EAL5 Plus certified and is designed to protect your sensitive information such as your PIN, password, and pattern. Your encrypted data can also be safely transferred into the A55's secret or private vault for protection. The vault is isolated and separated from the operating system, so it keeps your private information away from prying eyes. So that's it for this review of the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. I really like the device, and if you want to know more about the specs of the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G, you can check it out on their website. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Do remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and bye bye.